So what we're going to attempt to fix today is this. It's a Shark steamer. It's SC630D. Problem with it is that it doesn't steam. It heats up, plenty of water in it, but it doesn't do anything. So we're going to take it apart and see if we can get it to do what it's supposed to do. So first thing, take out all the screws. This collar here has to come off. You can see there's 2 screws here. And also, I did the trick where, you know, you're supposed to, like, this is a guitar string, but you can take out like a wire or a paper clip or whatever and, you know, stick it in the nozzle here or any of the attachments or in here, because what happens is it gets all corroded with minerals in here, and I think that's what's preventing it from steaming. However, I was able to get this wire in here no problem, so not really sure what the problem is. Okay, so once the collar is off, you've got 2 more screws in there. I think it'll come apart now. Oh, and also you'll have to like cut this with a razor blade or something, the sticker, otherwise it won't come apart. I've not had this apart before, so you're kind of learning with me. That's kind of interesting. So we've got our little tank. And in my case, the motor and everything, motors, so I don't think it's anything in here. I think my little nozzle is clogged or something. Loosen that, take that off. Well, it's unobstructed. You can blow through it. And of course, this goes without saying, unplug this before you do any of this. I've used this thing like a grand total of twice, maybe. I steamed the wrinkles out of my new drapes, and I can't think of another time I've used it. So I'm not really sure why it's all messed up. So there's the water heater, and I'm guessing this is the pump. So maybe that crapped out. I'm not really sure. It sounds like it's pumping. Plugged it in like I shouldn't do, and you know, turn it on. Well, it's off now, but or unplugged. And it pumps and pumps. So I'm gonna take this assembly apart. I don't want to undo all the wiring and everything, so I'm just gonna take it, kind of take it apart in place here. So there's just some screws here. So this has to come straight off. There's a wheel assembly here, and these must be shaft pins of some sort. I don't know if there's any springs in here, probably. I'm sure they're gonna go flying. No? Feels right. All right, what gives then? You should be pumping. You look like your work. So these spin, but this assembly isn't going up and down. Why? That doesn't make any sense. You can see inside right here. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there's like it's almost like a cam and like an oblong thing here. And this pin, I think, should go around with this. So you can kind of see that thing come around here. And it should be making this little pumpy guy go up and down, but for some reason it isn't. So what are we missing here? Okay, I get it. All right, I see what happened. See how this little thing is like, it's like almost like a spirograph or like a cam. this shape here, this is the little pump mechanism. This goes in and out like that. It's got this shape here, like this. This oblong, this like cam thing rides in here. So as this goes around, it rides in here and makes this go up and down as it goes around. That makes sense? So now I gotta figure out the best way to put this back in to engage that. So, well, that wasn't too hard. Get this down in here. So now as this goes around, it should engage that mechanism. Seat that back in there all the way. Hopefully you can see that kind of cam thing is inside of this little pumper guy here. Pretty sure that's how that goes. So got our little motor here. Just move it. Oh, look at that, comes apart. Oh, darn, I'll be darned. All right, so got that. Put this greasy dew-hopper back in here. These are very technical terms, by the way. You don't want to throw these around. Aha, see? That's how it works. See how it goes up and down? The motor, little motor shaft, right here, this guy here, little worm gear. He goes on here, turns him, and we got pump. So, goody. All right. I'm not really sure how that came undone, but hopefully this will make it work again. Put him back in here. All right. So, all right, it's all engaged, all seated. I can't imagine what would have caused that to become disengaged. But hopefully this fixes it. It's a good thing my husband's at work. He would be rolling his eyes right out of his skull at me as usual for taking stuff apart. Okay. And that goes on there. Put the clamp back on. So it's all put back together. The little fitting is on there. Hopefully that's all good. I'm gonna do exactly what I suggested you not do, and that's plug this in while it's taken apart. So I have water in the tank, so I'm gonna plug it in. Hopefully I don't die. I don't think that'd be much fun at all. Yeah, I think it's pumping. Yeah, look at that. We have steam. Yay! Drippy, messy steam because there's no nozzle on there. All right. All I can say is when you put this cover back on, you know, when you pull it off, the screws will kind of want to stay in their little pockets. Take them out of there. Put them all in order on your table, and then take the cover off, or take the screws out, whatever, after you get the cover off, whatever you're going to do. But make sure they're out before you try to put this back together. If you don't, the screws get kind of wedged along the little post that they go into inside, and it makes putting this on really, really difficult. You'll have to go on and off with it 100 times, and it doesn't, you know, it doesn't want to go on there. So seriously, take the screws out. It's much easier. All right, There it is. And that, my friends, is how you fix the non-pumping Shark SC630D. And as always, if I can do it, you can do it. Thanks for watching.